The Budget Department has submitted the proposed 2024 national budget amounting to more than 5.7 trillion pesos to the House of Representatives. MJ Mondejar has the details.
It is my honor and privilege to transmit to Congress for its scrutiny, deliberation, and approval the fiscal year 2024 National Expenditure Program.
The proposed 2024 national budget amounting to 5.768 trillion pesos has been submitted to the House of Representatives on Wednesday. This is an increase of 9.5% compared to the 5.268 trillion pesos budget for this year. The largest allocation remains in the education sector with a 924.7 billion proposed budget, higher than the 895.2 billion allocation for the sector this year. It will be shared among the Department of Education, all the state colleges and universities, Commission on Higher Education or CHED, and Technical Education and Skills Development Authority or TESDA. The public works sector takes the second spot with a proposed allocation of 822.2 billion pesos, lower than the 894.2 billion budget for this year. The said budget will be used for infra projects under the Build Better More program of the Marcos Jr. administration. The health sector takes the third spot with a proposed budget of 306.1 billion pesos, shared by the Department of Health and PhilHealth. This is slightly lower than the 314.7 billion budget for this year. The government will focus on the National Health Insurance Program under the Universal Healthcare Act in 2024. The proposed budget for the interior and local government in 2024 is at 259.5 billion pesos, higher than the 253.2 billion this year. There is a significant increase in the proposed budget for the transportation sector, from 106.0 billion in 2023, increase in 214.3 billion in 2024. The DBM explained that this step is to support rail transport and other major government programs. The Department of Social Welfare and Development will not be neglected with a proposed budget of 209.9 billion in 2024. The Department of Agriculture and its attached agencies will have a budget of 181.4 billion. The significant increase is attributed to President Bongbong Marcos' focus on agriculture, with a budget of 173.6 billion pesos this year. The budget for the judiciary will increase to 57.8 billion from 54.9 billion this year. However, the proposed budget for the labor and employment sector, shared by DOLE and Department of Migrant Workers, decreased to 40.5 billion. This is from a budget of 47.1 billion in 2023.
It is the administration's fervent hope that this budget will continue to lay the groundwork for future-proofing the economy and making the country's growth inclusive and sustainable, not just for the Filipinos of today, but also for the future generations.
The House of Representatives ensures that the budget bill will be passed on third and final reading before the October recess. Speaker Martin Romualdez stressed that promptly legislating the national budget is crucial for the country's economic growth.
Sisiguriduhin namin dito sa Kongreso na lahat ng buwis na ibinayad ng ating mga mamayan ay may mabalik sa kanila sa pamamagitan ng mga programa at proyekto ng gobyerno.
The House of Representatives assures transparency in scrutinizing the proposed national budget and that the interests of the congressmen will not overshadow the process.
Transparent naman. Well, as you all know, invited naman kayo lahat, and at the same time, naka-live stream lahat ng hearings natin.
The discussion on the proposed budget is set to begin on August 10.
Starting from this week, the House of Representatives has 13 session weeks to study and approve the 2024 proposed national budget. And the leadership of Speaker Romualdez is not stopping in making it possible. For Government of Philippines, MJ Mondejar, SMNI News.